Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tinesha Davis. In this video, we're going to review what the heck we did in the month of April with our money. That's what we're going to talk about, okay? And I encourage all of you out there, y'all know the story by now. Do it. Do it. Look at your money. Pay attention to your money. And then make adjustments according to what your bigger financial goal is. What's your goal? What are your financial goals? Yeah, I tell you. Y'all, we just getting off of work. I'm en route to drive home from work. So I decided to pull over to do this video. Because if I get home, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be tired and I have other things to do when I get home. Such as make spaghetti. I already thought out the meats I got to cook. So we do these things in the meantime, in between time, while the light is still out in our cars. Okay, en route to going wherever it is we're going. So here, this is how this goes. On this side of the paper, this is what I projected would happen. And on this side of the paper is what actually happened. If it's highlighted in pink, it means I did better than expected. And if it's highlighted in blue, it's either I didn't do quite that well, I went over budget, or I didn't budget for it at all, okay? The goal with these budgets is never to be perfect because you're never going to be that. Life is going to be life. Things are going to pop up and you're going to have to constantly adjust. But the bottom line is I feel like you alleviate stress when you actually know what you have, what you're working with, and where you can make maneuvers, where you can make changes, okay, in your financial lives. So let's look at what happened in the month of April for me. For income, I said I was going to bring home after taxes $12,826, and I actually did a little better. I brought home $13,571. This is $745 more than I expected, okay? We're going to make a mental note of that. Make a mental note of that. What I did with my money is this. I first paid my mortgage, which was $1,536. My interest rate on my mortgage is 2.25%. I'm on a long-term financial goal of paying off this home eventually, okay? So HOA, $109. The gas bill came in a little higher. I said 103 and it came in at 120. Electricity, I said 233. It came in at 232. The cell phone, and this is for 3 phones that are on my plan, plus this is for Netflix Premium, which I pay $7 for, and this is for the T-Mobile router. No, let me say that better than that, because y'all was like, I would never pay that for a router. It's not for the router. They give you the router for free, and you return it, of course, when you cut off your plan. But basically, it's for the service. So the service is $30 a month. So this comes up to $157 because my plan is with T-Mobile. So $157. Internet, $70. So yes, I have both Verizon Internet plus the T-Mobile Internet service. I'm doing a thing. I'm testing some things out, and we're going to see what we're going to do. If I'm going to keep T-Mobile forever and ever, amen, or if I'm going to turn it back in and save myself $30 a month. Security system on my home, $54. Housekeeping, $180. The Purple mattress experience, I am financing a Purple mattress plus the adjustable base to go with it. And so right now I'm paying them about $200 a month. I am on a 36-month zero interest payment plan. However, my goal is to pay off it way ahead of time. And actually, it's going to be paid off in under 24 months, really, when I look at what I'm going to start sending to that thing. But I explained in some previous videos, this is also a tactic of credit building up credit. Because I don't use a lot of credit in my life, my credit score over time will go down. It goes down. So every now and again, I will do one of these 0% interest financing experiences for something that I need. and I will slow pay it over time, and I see that that boosts my credit score. It has boosted my credit score in the past, so I expect it to boost my credit score now. I do believe in credit scores because I believe in using every financial tool that is available to you. If this is a system, America is a system that works on credit scores, just play the game. I play the game, but at the same time, I don't let the game stress me out, meaning I am not gonna lose my mind, pull out my hair, shed a tear if my credit score goes down. It's okay because we have other tools on our belt called saving up cash money to actually buy what we want. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, insurance. I said $340, but it is actually $0. And this is because I sold a home. I forgot, or I didn't know that I needed to tell the insurance company that I no longer had that home. I don't know. I just thought it was all going to work out in the atmosphere or something. But when I did have a conversation with the insurance company, they told me the surplus that I had because I had already prepaid for my rental home. And so that money was returned back to me in the form of crediting my other insurance accounts with them. And so for now, I'm not paying anything for insurance because I have a credit. Property taxes, and this is for my car. I said $400 and it actually came to $332. Easy Pass, I said $25 and it actually came in a little higher at $50. I am currently checking on that because the two charges, $25 and $25, were taken out within days of each other, and I don't use the toll road like that, and that is not my normal pattern. So I just want to check on the numbers. Now's a good time to check on the numbers. I need to figure out how much are tolls these days. I don't know. I just go through them when I go through. I remember them being like $1.25, and some of them were like $2, but with everything else, with inflation, they probably went up as well. Hence this crazy cost. But again, I'm going to look at my numbers because it's always good to double check your homework. Okay. It is. I don't take nobody's word for it when it comes to my money. All right. Subscription services. And this is for Google. This is for YouTube. I pay for the premium service so that I don't have to watch commercials and ads when I watch YouTube, because I do consume a lot of YouTube. I think YouTube is number one on my entertainment when I look at things to watch, and then number two is Netflix. And so I pay $23 a month for this. Groceries. In April, I spent $192 in groceries. And y'all, I did spend a little more than I typically spend, but remember, I gave myself permission to start spending more on food. Restaurants, I spent $344. Now that can look like a whole lot because typically I usually spend $300 a month altogether with restaurants and groceries. But we see here that I'm over $500. I'm over $500 in what I spent, but it's all good. And a big portion of this is I did spend $89 at Mission's Barbecue, and then at another time I spent $127 at Hell's Kitchen. Okay, so when you take away those two bigger expenses, it kind of brings me back to a normal range. Household miscellaneous, I spent $69. Fun miscellaneous, I spent $50, and really this was me taking money out of the ATM. Nails, I set aside $80, but it's actually $0. In the month of April, I did not get my nails done at all. Look, y'all, this is a whole hot mess. I do have a nail appointment tomorrow, though. Lashes, $135. Morocco, a trip that I will be taking this year, $608 went towards that. Kenya, another trip I'm taking this year. I said $1,000, but I actually did $1,075, and that took care of my flight to Kenya, my round trip plane ticket, leaving from here, going to JFK, mainly because the people who I'm going with, they're all leaving from JFK. I wanted Jay and I to be on the same flight that they're taking because it just makes everything easier. Like when we get to Kenya, we can all, share the same rides to our lodging. But I use points. I use points for me and Jay's ticket, so I did not book my ticket with the group. However, I did find the same flight that they're on, and I got us on that same flight. And what I love about the way I did it is we're catching a flight from here, from Dulles Airport to JFK. Everybody else who's going, no matter where they live in the United States of America, they have to get themselves to JFK to get on that flight. So I just love that for us, that our flight is taking us there. And I booked us an early flight. Our flight is at 6 a.m. in the morning because our flight to Kenya is like around 2 p.m. They had an 11 a.m. flight leaving from here, but I felt like that was going to be too close for comfort because the 11 a.m. flight was going to land like about 12:30, 1 p.m. And I didn't want to push it as far as trying to get off that flight and go through customs or wherever we may have to go to get to our international flight. So therefore, we're just going to be on the earlier flight. We're going to be in New York super early, and we'll just hang out in a lounge, and it's going to be all good. It's going to be all good. So I'm excited for that trip. Next, we have my 401k. $1,580 went towards that. And then we have the HSA, the health savings account, $200 for that. And I maxed these things out a year. Honestly, though, what I'm sending them right now is not going to max it out. So I'm going to have to make a lump payment at some point in time to catch up because these were last year's rates. This year, 2023, we are allowed to send even more money to those places. So I'm going to do that. I maxed those things out. Savings. I said $680 to savings, and I actually did $837 to savings. Now, remember, I'm not on a savings journey at this moment. I do have all of my accounts maxed out as far as savings go. I have my emergency fund for like over a year of what is it? Over a year, meaning that if I did not have a job today, I can live off my savings account for over a year to pay the bills that I have. So that's there. Plus my long-term things like when I have to pay my taxes, that money is set aside. So therefore, I'm not actively saving money towards anything. What I do send to savings right now are for things to continue to beef up my tax accounts so that I can pay my taxes when those bills come due and things like that. Now, this is probably going to change in the near future, but right now, this is what it is. Savings is not a big priority for us right now. Extra mortgage. Again, going back to the top, I said one of my main goals is to pay off my home sooner rather than later. And so I had said I was going to send $3,750 to my mortgage. But then I told y'all when I had made my budget in May, I had forgot some things. I had forgot to what did I do? I forgot to set aside money for tax preparation. And then I had also forgot to set aside money for painting. I had the house painted and things like that. I forgot to set that stuff aside. So I had to make adjustments. And the adjustment came from moving money from my extra mortgage account, right? And then I said to myself, because I took away $750 to meet these other goals that I had to pay. And I said to myself, wouldn't it be nice if I had an extra $750 so that I can still do that, send that to this mortgage? Y'all, that's why at the top of the paper, when we looked at the income and I said I made $13,571, that was $745 more than what I had expected. So technically, I did make that $750, technically. However, as things continue to pop up and priorities continue to change, I still chose not to send the $3,750 extra to the mortgage. So what I did was I sent $3,009 extra to the mortgage. $9 because it just made it a nice even round number. That's why the extra $9. So that's what happened there. So that gets a blue because I didn't stick to the plan. However, I'm gonna be adjusting that plan anyway because I have some different priorities now. Yeah, my priorities be changing in the moment, and it's okay. Y'all's can too. It's okay. I think the whole idea of this is just being aware of what you're doing and looking at the long-term ramifications of your choices and your decisions and delaying gratification, to handle the bigger things that you want, but also knowing that when you don't delay gratification, just knowing, what's happened, what the repercussions of those things are. And half the time, all it means is that sometimes your long-term financial goals are just going to take a little longer. But keep in mind that when you make that long-term financial goal, you are going to be so happy and you're going to love all of the sacrifices that you have made to make it, because when the day comes that I don't have a mortgage anymore, I am not going to regret that at all. But right now, for real, I think I'm on track to maybe pay off my house by the time I'm 50. And this tells you right here, I'm slow walking this thing, because that's what am I? I think I'm going to turn 47 this year. I think. I don't feel like pulling up my fingers to figure out my age. But if I'm turning 47 this year, that's another 3 to include this year. That's like 4 years of making payments on this house. But it's okay. It is okay. I know I had some people in my comments before saying, I started my payoff journey when you said, and I did it. You should have been paid off your house by now. But everybody's journey is their own. And it's very important to me to live a fully satisfying life. I love my travel. I would not have said to anybody, I'm going to stop traveling for a few years just so that I can pay off my house. No, no, no. I would not have traded my travel for anything, not even a house. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll probably sell a house to travel. That's how I feel about it. But let's continue. Gifts. I set aside $360 for gifts, and I actually did $546. Painting. This is the painting of my home. I had a lot of different rooms painted, and I did $1,000 towards that because I'm paying the painters in 4 payments, okay? And again, this is interest free as well. Tax preparation came to $650. I spent $69 on clothing. And then last month we went to Costa Rica, and I was $144 over what I set aside, which was $800 in Costa Rica. So I went over by $144. So I had to take it out of my April budget because we came back from Costa Rica in the month of April. And so that's why that is here in April's budget. And y'all, that's what it is. That's what I did with my money in the month of April. Y'all know the saying. That is the story that my money is telling about me. What story is your money telling about you? Until the next video, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, talk to me in the comments, and I'm going to see you all in the comments, but I'm also going to see y'all in the next video. All right? Peace with these raggedy nails. Peace.